Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. I am a mindset manifestation life coach, and I am here to talk to you about what is probably the biggest mistake many of us have made or are making when we are manifesting things in our 3D reality, and that is seeking validation from our 3D reality. And I want to break this down for you in a way that helps you really understand it to become so hyper aware of it that you can just no longer do it, because awareness is always key. Okay, anything that you learn to become aware of, you will naturally stop being, you'll stop doing. You can't be it while you're being aware of it. So as you start looking at it more and more objectively and contemplating it as something you're doing, not something you're being, and learning what it's about, learning what's really going on. And so I want to explain from the perspective of I am, and that you being the operant power means that even though what you are in truth is fulfillment, freedom, love, abundance, joy, wealth. I mean, even these words, they're manifestation, they're a physical manifestation to describe physical manifestations, but what you are is all that is. What you are is pure love. What you are is pure light. What you are is just pure consciousness with no lack, no void. Nothing is missing from the true essence of who you really are, what you really are. And so being that, though, we have this manifested realm where, because of our power, because of what we are, we actually have the power to declare ourselves to be anything, and it will be so. So, in other words, this week's theme with a lot of my clients, not everyone, but a lot of them, has been around really needing validation from the 3D. And, even that concept or idea of, I want them to show me that I'm important. I want them to show me that I'm worthy of love. And while I completely understand that, I've been there as well, completely understand it, it actually goes against all of how this actually works. And it perpetuates the cycles of what appears to be rejection and what appears to be abandonment and what appears to be being unworthy and being unchosen, because you are the operant power, which means anything you declare or command yourself to be, you will manifest experiences to validate that as truth. Even though it's not true to who you really are, but that's what this realm is. This realm is where we get to be whatever we say we are. We get to be literally anything that we believe ourselves to be, that we command ourselves to be. Anything that follows I am will be your manifested experience. So even though you are worthy of all the love that ever exists, because you are it, even though you are worthy of all of that innately, you also are the operant power. So if you say, I am unworthy, and let there be light, there it is. It will be so. That will be the experience that you have in this manifested reality. So I want you to really start paying attention to that and noticing how in your life you may be showing up in ways that go against what you claim you want to experience. And I'm not saying claim, that came out quickly. You do want it, but you're not commanding that you are it. You're just wanting it from, I don't believe I'm worthy, so I want them to show me that I'm worthy. I don't believe I'm wealthy and abundant, so I need the money to show me that I'm wealthy and abundant. I don't believe that I'm in good health, so I need my body to change so that I can believe that I'm in good health. I need these records to come back and show this. I need this to say this. I need that to say that. I need them to show up like this. And this is something I've been saying for a long time, is to take our attention off the 3D and stop looking at needing it to change out there, and understand that it's not going to change out there until it changes in here. But really understanding that the reason it is the way it is, the reason your reality is the way it is because of how powerful you are. You are so powerful that you can condition yourself down to just a fragment of what you truly are. And it can feel real, and you can believe it to be true. And you will have every experience outside of you support that. That's how powerful you are. So that's why it's really, really, really important when you're on this journey to stop looking for validation from your 3D reality. Leave it the fuck alone. I mean that in the most loving way. Drop it. Stop looking at it. Stop checking it. Stop hoping it shows up and says the thing you want it to say so that you can believe the things you've been affirming, and just shut it out. Shut it out as best you can and go within as often as necessary to contemplate, who am I being? And if I'm so powerful that I can condition myself to believe that I'm anything that I want, and to have experiences manifest to validate that and reinforce that, then I want to focus all of my effort on my consciousness. I want to put everything into my imagination, everything into my mental diet and the thoughts I'm thinking. And I don't mean panic and freak out and bury them and affirm. I mean contemplate, pay attention, become aware of what you're thinking, become aware of who you're being, become aware of who you need to be in order to live the life you're desiring to manifest for yourself. Because many of you are manifesting relationships. The good majority of you are manifesting specific persons and relationships, and you're getting things that are undesirable in that manifestation. But while you're getting these things, a lot of you, not all of you, but a lot of you are still, ruminating over every negative thing that was said. Looking back at old text messages, reading into things to find out if they mean other things, and if it's because they're seeing somebody else, or they've lost interest in you and they're interested in somebody else, or if it's, whatever. Looking at their social media, looking at who they're following, what they're liking. And I've done it all too, so I get it. Like, I'm not calling you guys out, but I am in a loving way. I'm calling you out. But what I'm saying is, this thinking internally from this perspective of fear and insecurity and lack of trust will never, ever, ever manifest the desirable relationship. It will never manifest a relationship where you feel safe, where you feel secure, and where you're trusting this person. Because even if you manifest this person in your reality, if you don't shift that internal story, the internal dialogue, the internal fear and insecurity and doubt, if you don't start becoming your true I amness, or at least a better version or variation of the I amness that you're conditioning yourself to be, a more desirable version, if you don't shift and become that, this person will never be able to do enough for you to actually sustain the relationship and feel the things you think you're going to feel in it. And I say this from experience. My person could not do enough for a long time. He couldn't do enough. He couldn't say enough. There was so much that I was consistently wanting to manifest so that I could believe that I was worthy, so that I could believe that he would love me, so that I could believe that he would stay. And that's not how it works. I had to believe it, irrespective of what was happening around me. I had to overcome this whole 3D reality of these doubts and these fears and these triggers, and learn to consistently be in my mind the version of me that I wanted to be. That's how you get your ideal relationship. You don't get it by trying to intend that they keep doing things to make you feel better. You don't get it by trying to affirm and have inner conversations just from the perspective of them comforting you and proving that you're worthy and showing you that you get to have this. That is not how it works. There is no power greater than you. So even though you are worthy of love, like I said, if you declare that you are not, there's no outside force that's going to say, oh no, you are worthy of love. Show that person love, even though they're saying I am not. You are the operant power. So whatever you declare, command, and decree yourself to be, you will be. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it will be truth, but it will manifest as such. It will look true, because that's what this whole reality is. This realm is not truth. This realm is play. This realm is where we can be whatever we want. But it's it's only that we will be whatever we are being. It's what we will be, what we say we are. So if what you want to be isn't what you believe yourself to be, work on your beliefs of who you are. Don't try to change out here so that you can believe it. Don't try to, you get it. We can't, don't try to just, the money has to show up so I can believe that I'm wealthy. It's letting yourself live in imagination, in the wealth and in the abundance, and letting yourself work through the triggers to understand that you're going to be okay. Letting yourself live in the maybe undesirable place you are with your relationship. Letting your SP not be part of your life while you work on yourself, or not checking in with them consistently to see if they like you yet. Right? Like, just stop. Just don't worry about that out there. Stop seeking validation from the outside and start focusing all of your efforts on who are you being in this now moment? Who are you being? Are you being someone that is confident, secure, wealthy, abundant, healthy, loved? Or are you being someone that is insecure, fearful, doubtful, anxious, uncomfortable, and trying to control the 3D reality so that they can feel better about themselves? And that's the thing. That's what needs to shift. You leave your 3D alone. Be who you truly are, at least as close as you can to it. It can be a work in progress. Doesn't always have to be, but usually it is. But practice becoming who you need to be to have the experiences that you want to have. And as you become that person, naturally it will be reflected back. But the reflection will not show up the way you want if you're not being it internally. If you're not decreeing that it is so. If you're not commanding that that's who you are. If you're not standing firm and tall in I am loved, irrespective of what's happening outside of me, you're not going to get it. So I want you to get it. All right? Okay, that's my video. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.